Welcome to the Teaching Unfiltered podcast. I'm your host, Cindy Homburg-Smith, your teacher bestie, right here in the trenches with you, celebrating the highs and holding your hand through the lows of this wild, wonderful teaching journey. Now, if you are craving more than just survival mode, if you're ready to elevate every part of your life, both in and out of the classroom, then you've arrived at the right spot. Finding me has not been by coincidence. You have been guided because you know there are bigger things in store for you, and today you have found like-minded teachers seeking the same bigger life. Now here we dive into what truly matters. It's the personal growth, mindset shifts, empowerment, teaching with heart, and finding the balance between your passion and your purpose. We'll explore spirituality, self-education, well-being, teacherpreneurship, side hustles, goal setting, and crafting those big, audacious teacher dreams. Whether they keep you in the classroom or they propel you into something even greater outside of the four walls. Now, this podcast is your dose of real talk, packed with simple, powerful, and practical steps to reclaim your joy, your time, and your soul. We're teachers, yes, but we are so much more than that after the lanyard comes off, after the 3 p.m. bell rings. So if you are ready to start living on life on your terms, pull up a chair around my table, grab your favorite drink, and let's dive into the unfiltered truths of teacher life together. Welcome home to Teaching Unfiltered. It's proudly sponsored by Lizard Learning Publishing. Now, before we dive in, I have a small favor to ask. I will be so grateful if you can help me reach more teachers to discover this podcast and to spread a positive message about navigating the teaching profession. If you could just take a moment to hit that subscribe button. Only takes a few minutes to subscribe, rate, and review this little show with a big message. Now, your support means the world to me, and it helps us reach more teachers who need it the most and more than ever. So a huge thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting teachers and the Teaching Unfiltered podcast. So right now, let's jump into today's episode, and it is the first episode to the 21-day teacher challenge, clearing the chaos to clarity. So if you are ready to kickstart your school term the right way, then this is the episode for you. And I know this is the boring stuff. However, it is the most important stuff, and I think we just don't value it enough. So, Aussie teachers, it is January 2025 at the time of this recording, and we are headed back to school. And I know that once you get your organization under control, I have ADHD. I did this episode on ADHD, and it has skyrocketed. If podcasts can go viral, well, then that episode is it. So I'm guessing there are a lot of teachers here too that have ADHD as well. And to get some clarity and some direction will mean, and I literally say 30 hours a week, getting your life back and your mindset and that mental clarity. So this episode is really important, and all the other episodes coming over the next 21 days to help you clear this chaos. So you start 2025 strong and you controlling the day and the day not controlling you. Now, I recently saw a popular teacher influencer on Instagram share how they don't want to do any prep during the holidays and won't be. Well, I get the urge to take it easy. Completely agree. Here's the thing why that isn't the greatest advice, because failing to plan is planning to fail. Now, imagine spending just 30 minutes a day for the next 21 days to organize, to declutter, but not only declutter your space, declutter your mind, and to streamline your teacher life. What will the result be? Well, I can tell you, you will save countless hours of stress midterm, freeing up time and the energy. This is what people don't understand. It's the energy that we spend on worrying about it, looking at that pile of papers. So it's the energy that we're really going to save, to really focus on what matters, and that's your students and your own well-being. So that's exactly why I've created for you the 21-day Clear the Chaos Organization Challenge. Now, why this challenge matters: stress doesn't just come from the chaos itself. It actually comes from the energy, like I just said, that we waste worrying about it. These are some things that we waste energy on. It is unbelievable when you actually hear it. So thinking about what needs to be done, procrastinating and carrying the mental load of undone tasks, feeling unprepared in the classroom, starting the term already playing catch up, which so many of you already will when you go back to school next week. But hopefully with the challenge you won't. You will be ready to take control and reorganizing midterm when things spiral out of control. If you just start with doing these very simple little tips and strategies, just 30 minutes a day starting now, then you will really start the year strong. So all you have to do is take small steps daily, and you'll build habits that bring calm, bring focus and clarity to your teacher life. So now, how does it work? Now, and also, this is such a super quick little podcast. So all you have to do over the next 21 days is follow along every day. I'll post one simple strategy on the Lizard Learning Instagram and Facebook pages. I will also do a quick little email as well, just to remind you to jump over here to take a listen. And you can claim on PD hours. So this challenge counts towards your professional development. So that's a double win. You aren't just sitting here thinking, oh, I'm just wasting my time, or it's just another boring teacher telling me how to improve my teacher life. No. Every little bit counts on Instagram, on Facebook, on this podcast, searching on the website. All this counts to your professional development. So you are not wasting a second of your time, because that is my biggest motto, that I am not here. You are so busy. You've got your own personal life, and I will never, ever show up if I am just going to offer you something that is not of value to your teacher life. Where was I up to? Complete the challenge now to avoid unnecessary stress later. So our first task, this is then the end of the podcast. Start small but impactful. You are going to clean out one drawer. That's it. Nothing more. Declutter one drawer, your desk, or even at home, wherever you might be. You might not be in the classroom at the moment. And your main goal is to keep only what's essential, and see how great that feels to just have that one space completely organized. Now, the one thing, we're never going to get motivation. Motivation is not a thing that we can get, that we can buy, or that we can borrow of somebody else. But what happens with motivation is motivation actually starts with just taking one small step. And once you actually get that feeling and those endorphins or that dopamine hit, then you will start to just naturally organize other things in your teacher life or your home. So once you've done this little drawer, you might go, you know what, I can actually do the 3 more drawers in this little tower of drawers that I've got here. So hopefully that happens for you. But if it doesn't, the only task today is tackling one drawer. Now, if you want to join this challenge, subscribe to the podcast so you never miss a day. Jump over to lizardlearning.com. You can join so many things over there, the masterclass. You can download the teacher method poster, which helps you with explicit teaching, or you can go straight into the daily review subscription. You have a complete free level to check it all out. So those are all the ways that you can also jump onto the newsletter. Now, finally, live with intention, teach with passion, inspire with purpose. And I'll see you in the next episode, and it will be the day 2 of the teacher challenge. Hey, if you have enjoyed my podcast so far, I please ask you to subscribe, rate and review wherever you listen. This helps us reach more listeners to inspire, motivate and empower. I encourage you to tag your friends and give the podcast a 5-star review, as this will really help this little podcast grow. If you find any value today, please take a screenshot of the episode with the comment that resonated and share on Instagram at lizard_learning. My love language are words of affirmation, so I love receiving your messages, your kind words, and to know that I'm bringing you content that will move the needle from where you are to where you wish to be in teacher life. Thank you so very much for listening.